Build up my body. Zeno stared upwards, trying to take in the vast display that covered the walls of the Hall of Steel. Row upon row of weapons covered almost every inch of the smooth tower walls, extending right up to the very top of the 3-story tower. It was an extraordinary sight, breathtaking, inspiring, and more than a little intimidating. "Did all of these weapons belong to Adelmar?" he asked. His stepmother was away talking shop with the academy instructors, but his father, Marcus, stood by his side, seemingly as rapt as he was by the vision above their heads. "No. Well, probably not," Marcus replied, "although it is said that he was a master of every weapon ever made, so maybe." "How could one man master so many weapons? It's impossible. It would take too long." "Inga Tarn was said to be strong enough to lift a wain of white granite above her head. I once read that Avigliana could tell pure gold from debased just by the way it smelled. Our inspirations were capable of the most extraordinary feats. It's wise to keep an open mind about what is impossible." Zeno nodded thoughtfully at the wisdom his father had imparted. "If Adelmar did it, then I can do it too," he solemnly intoned. "I can become skilled with every weapon here." Marcus glanced across at his wife, who was handing a purse of crowns to the tutor. He took it as a good sign and placed one hand reassuringly on his son's shoulders. "It looks like you may yet have a chance." Overview. During the spring equinox, the Virtue Assembly of Ambition endorsed a mandate raised by René de Rondel of Dawn to use True Liao to consecrate the Academy of Arms in Redoubt. As word spreads of the decision made by the Assembly, there has been a wave of interest in both the First Academy of Arms, the other academies, and the Academy in Anvil. Place of pilgrimage. The Academy of Arms in Siluri could be expanded to a place of pilgrimage. It would require a commission slot, 25 wains of white granite, 50 crowns, and take 3 months to construct. It would create an imperial title, Prelate of Adelmar's Shrine, which would provide 10 liao and 20 votes in the synod. It would allow one starting military unit to train at the academy each season to gain a free upgrade. This opportunity will be available until the end of spring equinox 385 YE. The Academy of Arms in Siluri is reached by a treacherous and winding mountain path, but it is still visited by those who wish to follow the footsteps of Adelmar. As increasing numbers of citizens visit the academy, the faculty struggle with the crowds, but resident scholar Sophus of the Guiding Lights wants to take advantage of this influx of visitors to expand the academy to allow visiting pilgrims a chance to truly understand about the journeys of the Lion. Sophus's idea is a major expansion of the academy, creating a large new gymnasium and palestra where students can train and study. Their idea is that visitors will then be able to take part in lessons the academy offers alongside the existing students. There would be accommodation to house the many visitors and a small auditorium to allow the resident priest to deliver sermons on the life and achievements of Adelmar. The new structure would serve as a grand site of pilgrimage, attracting devotees of ambition not only from across the Empire, but from across the known world. The expansion is a commission that would require 25 wains of white granite and 50 crowns, and take 3 months to complete. Sophus proposes to call the title the Prelate of Adelmar's Shrine. The resulting sinecure would provide 10 liao and 20 votes in the synod. The title will need to be appointed annually by judgment of the Assembly of Ambition to gain the support of the Academy of Arms, otherwise it will not function. Once complete, the Academy will be able to allow a single military unit to train in the gymnasium and palestra. The prelate would be able to choose to grant permission to a single military unit to train there each season. At the end of that time, a starting military unit will be upgraded by 1 rank to reflect the gain in skills and training. A military unit that is already upgraded will be unable to gain the benefits. It is always possible to commission a more restrained structure instead, but a small sinecure would follow the standard costs for such commissions. For the children. Several artisans have been inspired by the consecration to support the academy in Anvil. Citizens can now donate resources to be used to create up to 5 magic items for the academy each season. One of the groups most influenced by the consecration of the Academy of Arms is the loose sodality of the Circle of the Shimmering Forge. The artisans wish to support the academy in Anvil and have asked citizens who attend Anvil to help. Any citizen who wishes to support the academy can provide them with valuable materials which can then be used to fund artisans from the Citadel of Shining Quartz, House Duke Kant, and the Guild of Good Grapes, and the steading of evergreen tiers to create magic items for those who attend the academy. The artisans will not charge for their time, they merely need enough materials to cover their costs. Any citizen can provide funding to the artisans by calling in at the academy during summits to donate the materials in person to the Chancellor of the Academy, currently Provost Lord Floret Griffinsbane. After each summit, the collected materials will then be used to pay the artisans who are now supporting the Academy. They will use the materials to craft up to 5 magic items, anything currently in Imperial law, which they will pass to the Chancellor. Lord Floret will then decide how best to hand out the items to the students of the Academy. Lord Floret has indicated that he will try to keep records of the materials donated to the Academy with the intention of submitting a judgment to the Assembly of Ambition in a year's time, asking them to recognise the virtue of whichever citizen has donated the most and to reward them accordingly. The Chancellor is not a member of the Assembly, but hopes that a priest who is will be able to help the Academy when the time comes. Rook, Flame and Throne. The Senate can commission great works in Astolat, Hekinia, Holberg and Sarvos that enhance congregations of ambition in those territories. Each great work would require a commission slot, 15 wains of white granite, 5 wains of mithril, 5 thrones in labour costs, and take 3 months to construct. Each academy would provide 30 synod votes and 15 doses of liao spread amongst the congregations of ambition in the territory where it was constructed. A senator could use a single Senate motion to authorise all 4 academies, which would require only 1 commission slot. In that case, the work would take 6 months to complete. This opportunity is available until the end of Spring Equinox 385 YE. As knowledge of the consecration spreads across the Empire, there is a noted increase in the number of citizens who wish to visit the various academies in territories close to their home as part of a pilgrimage. Whilst there are a number of academies of arms scattered throughout the Empire, there are only 4 which are large enough to support the expected number of pilgrims. The academies in Astolat, Hekinia, Holberg and Sarvos all have substantial existing facilities, along with the room needed to expand to house the grand new academy edifice. They are also some of the first to be built following the establishment of Adelmar's own Academy of Arms in Redoubt. The Imperial Senate can commission a new academy structure in 1 or more of the 4 named territories. The new structures would provide support to those who wish to visit the various academies of arms across the Empire. Each academy will require 15 wains of white granite, 5 wains of mithril, and 5 thrones to complete, and will function as a great work providing a pool of 30 votes in the Imperial Synod and 15 additional doses of liao spread amongst the congregations in the territory overseen by priests belonging to the Assembly of Ambition. Each academy would require a commission slot, but they could be authorised by the Imperial Senate with a Senate motion or by any imperial title with the power to commission a great work. The Constitutional Court have also indicated that a senator could use a single Senate motion to commission all 4 of the academies simultaneously, but only if all 4 are to be built. A single Senate motion could not be used to pick and choose which ones were built. If this were done, then it would require 60 wains of white granite, 20 wains of mithril, and take 6 months to complete, but would only require a single commission slot. The Civil Service cautioned that if this happened, they would be legally obliged to ensure that any materials provided for the construction were divided equally between the 4 academies. This would mean no academy was completed until there was enough materials to complete all 4 of them.